next. Who will be crowned the champion of college football, Clemson or LSU? We know who our Seth Phillips is rooting for. He'll join us live from New Orleans.
A sweet surprise for a Kentucky boy from his school's cafeteria workers.
Also ahead, a Family Feud contestant whose mistake went viral gets the last laugh. How she's cashing in on Popeye's chicken. It's on now. Hello, friends. It is Monday, January 13th. I'm Jennifer Palumbo, along with Kylan Mills. How was your weekend? You were here, weren't you?
It was great, yeah. So I work on the weekends as great as it could be. A very exciting weekend for sports, though.
Yes.
Although it pains me a little bit, I grew up a Chicago Bears fan. The Packers ended up pulling out a win over the Seahawks yesterday, 28-23. So it was a close one, but a lot of good games to watch at least.
Well, and that was interesting, too, because you had NBA star Anthony Davis, who played at Kentucky, is from Chicago, but was there in an Aaron Rodgers jersey.
Very confusing.
Fans were a little confused about that. And then one of my favorite UK football players, Zadarius Smith, is on the Packers, and he had a great game.
Very cool.
He moves on, and so does Wesley Woodyard, who also played at Kentucky and plays now for the Titans.
Awesome.
So it was a fun weekend for the former Cats players as well.
Yes, and a lot of Titans fans, I think, do live in Kentucky, so that was exciting for them. I saw some celebrations on Twitter, people just losing their minds over that as well.
Yeah, I'm a Bengals fan, so, you know, I mean, I'll probably never know what a playoff celebration feels like. So I'm kind of wondering, like, do you think I could, like, would the Titans fans let me come over to cheer?
Right, just jump on the bandwagon, at least for the playoffs, because it's just a fun time to cheer for a team, you know, when they can move on.
A lot of great games. Well, speaking of great games, it was also a great weekend for True Blue fans.
Yes,
They are feeling good going into this week. Coach Cal's Cats got a big win Saturday at Rupp Arena. The 14th-ranked Cats beat Alabama 76-67 to become the first school to get 1,000 regular season wins in the Southeastern Conference. The Cats hit the road for their next game. They take on South Carolina Wednesday. Tip-off in Columbia is 6:30. And the 14th-ranked Kentucky women also winning. They beat Florida 65-45. So a lot for True Blue fans to cheer about. And the men are 3-0 in the SEC. So, you know, they're on a good little roll here, and hopefully both teams can keep the rolling on.
Yeah, and I like giving the women some credit, too, because they've been having an awesome season. I can't remember what they're ranked. They were 14th the last time I saw, but still 14, So they've been doing great, both of the Cats.
Yeah, big road
showing
win
up
for
and
them
showing
in Florida.
out. Yeah, awesome. Well, number 1 LSU will square off with number 3 Clemson tonight at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in the 2020 College Football Playoff National Championship.
Our Seth Phillips is from Louisiana. He is a huge LSU fan. He joins us live by phone from New Orleans, where he is getting ready for his Tigers to take on Clemson. Okay, Seth, I saw that you've already started your day at Cafe Du Monde. How's game day going?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. If you're going to start a day in New Orleans, especially with an LSU national championship, the only place that you're going to start your breakfast is at Cafe Du Monde. There's nothing better than powdered sugar beignets and a nice coffee, of course, before you get the other drinks going for the day. But no, it's been so fun. We got here at 5:30 this morning, and we've been rocking it ever since. It's been an all-day type of thing. I will be surprised, though. I mean, we've had a lot of orange so far, but I will say that the purple and gold faithful have shown up so far today, and it's been an absolute blast so far.
So we're showing the photo now of when you were in the LSU band. Remind people about your connections to LSU and why you're such a big fan. Love this hair, by the way.
Yeah, you're seeing my throwback photos of when I had more bangs than most females these days. I tell you what, I had a lot of good times in that 2006 year. It was an absolute blast being in the Tiger Band, the Golden Band from Tigerland. And we saw a few members of the alumni band, which I could have been a part of this weekend had I gotten the time off. But it was good to at least get to see them. And they were playing on Bourbon Street a couple of nights ago, so that was fun. But, yeah, just the crowd out here, the atmosphere, so electric. Even though it's been raining most of the morning, we had some drops come down. But you know what? The last time I checked, the Superdome has a roof. So I think we're going to be okay with the rain falling today.
That's good news. I'm surprised, Seth, being from Louisiana, that going to Cafe Du Monde isn't too much of a tourist thing for you to do. That's like being in Chicago and going to the Bean. It's like, I'm from there. I don't go and do that. But is it still, that's still a hot spot today, you'd say?
Well, it's really just more one of those things. You know, I haven't been to New Orleans in a few years.
Okay.
So it's kind of one of those things where you go back, you do all the touristy things again. I will say that we did get to Bourbon Street at the wrong time. You know, the bars here close around 6 in the morning. So, you know, right around between 6 to 8, you have a 2-hour window where they start to clean up the bourbon juice. Now, I'm going to be PG and not tell you exactly what's included in that concoction, but I will say that there's quite a bit of adult beverages mixed in. But regardless, yeah, they were cleaning it up, so we kind of walked around there for a little bit. But we hit the staples, you know, beignets. We did a little bit of coffee. We've had just a good time so far. It's been an absolute blast.
We showed a photo earlier. You're down there with your brother, right?
That's right, yeah. One of the biggest LSU fans that I know. In fact, that's one of our best bonding experiences. He's the one that taught me all about LSU football and got me going. And so I thought, why not? If I'm going to have tickets to the game, I feel like he's the one I want by my side. So, yeah, my brother Drew, he's with me. And we've been here early this morning, and we've just been having a great time.
Awesome reunion. So we have to know, what is your prediction for the final score of the game?
Okay, so what I want it to be is an absolute offensive battle. I do want Clemson to keep it at least a little bit close, so it's not, you know, like a runaway game like when LSU played Oklahoma not too long ago. I will say that I'm thinking about a 42 to maybe 28, or if Trevor Lawrence finds a way to get to the defensive line, we could say maybe 42 to 35 is what I'm thinking. But for sure, purple and gold will take it for tonight.
All right, well, Seth, we'll let you go. Have fun today. Pace yourself. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And we will be back here.
I absolutely agree.
We'll be back.
If anything, all I will say is go Tigers.
Yes, I was just going to say, we will be back here cheering for your Tigers as well. SEC,
yes.
You know, you have to root for the SEC team.
You do, totally.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you so much, Seth. Let's take a look at what's on now. A Family Feud Canada contestant got a little ahead of herself when answering the final question to win the game. CNN's Laura Jarrett explains.
A contestant on Family Feud in Canada went viral after she missed out on $10,000 with this hilarious wrong answer.
Name Popeye's favorite food.
Chicken! It's the dance that makes it. Here's the thing. Popeyes makes chicken. Popeyes, the character, ate spinach. Now Eve DeVos is getting all the chicken she could ever ask for. The company tweeted her saying, "Our survey says you got that right. Direct message us to claim your $10,000 worth of Popeyes."
Okay, and I mean, I think this is hilarious because when I saw that, you know, she was so excited, and he was like, you know, what did Popeye? Chicken. And then everybody's like, oh my gosh, how did she do that? But you know what? She's got the last laugh now. She's getting $10,000 worth of Popeye's chicken.
That's not a bad second prize.
Yeah, exactly.
And the word association, I mean, I get it. You're just trying to blurt out the first thing that comes to mind.
You want to be first, yes.
Popeyes, and you just, chicken pops in the head these days. You know, the cartoon is kind of aging, so you see more Popeye stores than you do the cartoon on TV.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, they made headlines last year for the popular spicy chicken sandwich that came back in November after selling out in August. So, I mean, their marketing team is working overtime right now, and it is paying off big time.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely working. That was cool to see. Well, cafeteria workers at Pike County Central High School wanted to do something special for a student who's touched their lives. Austin Kendrick often helps clean up the cafeteria after lunch. How cool is that? What a sweetheart. He's also a huge wrestling fan. Take a look at his sweet birthday surprise.
Austin, we got a little early birthday present for you. Okay. From the lunch ladies and me and Matthew.
Monday Night Raw. Here you go, bud.
Thank you.
You know where you're going Monday?
No.
Tell him again.
Monday Night Raw.
I might see you on wrestling. Because it's supposed to come.
For real, we got you a ticket.
Thank you so much. I love you all.
Oh, yeah.
I love you all.
Love you too.
So much. Oh, I'll be best friends. I love you all.
Love you too, bud.
so sweet. I cry every time I watch this.
Yeah,
it's so sweet.
I was just tearing up too. Now, the workers came together to buy Austin a ticket for Monday Night Raw. That's tonight in Lexington after they were approached by Lisa Gillespie Daniels and her son Matthew. Lisa filmed that video, and Matthew is the one who broke the news to Austin. They'll all be together tonight at Rupp Arena for that big event. Oh my gosh, I'm sure he is so excited. A Facebook post by the school describes Austin as, quote, one of the kindest and most school-spirited Hawks to ever walk the halls at PCCHS. He's a favorite of the school's cafeteria workers because of his work ethic. Obviously, he helps clean up, and of course, his sweet demeanor, as you can see there.
What a generous gesture to do that, and it's just so great. I mean, I wish I could go tonight just to see how much fun he's having, because
I know.
It's Rupp Arena tonight.
His excitement, you can just feel it in the video.
Yeah. Well, the nominations for the 92nd Academy Awards are out, and Joker leads the pack among the nominated films with 11 nominations. Other Best Picture contenders: Ford v. Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Little Women, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Marriage Story, Parasite, and 1917. The Oscars air February 9th, and once again this year there will not be a host, but there is there's always controversy, it seems like, every year, but once again this year, when Issa Rae was announcing the directors, she said something to the effect of, "Congrats to those men, no women." You know, Little Women was one of the most critically acclaimed movies this past year. Greta Gerwig did not get nominated. There she is right there announcing them. And also the lack of diversity. There's only one person of color out of the 20 actor nominations. So, you know, it still seems like they have a long way to go. But once again, though, I watch this and I say, I saw Joker. I mean, I just haven't seen any of these movies. Have you seen
I was
any of
wanting
them?
to ask you too how many you had seen, and if you had any prediction that you could tell me, because I saw Little Women. I read the book growing up, so
I did too.
I kind of had an emotional attachment to that one, and it definitely had me tearing up. I liked it, and the women in that movie were fantastic. You talk about diversity. I don't understand how one of them didn't get nominated.
Well, then the actors did, but it's the fact that Greta Gerwig, who you did not as director.
Okay, as the director. Sure.
But I mean, but still, it's.
But that was a fantastic movie. As far as the other ones, though, I'm like, I don't know who's going to win because I didn't get to see a lot of them.
I know. I'm just, you know, it's one of those things now with Netflix and everything. You just sit at home and wait for them to come out on Netflix.
Right? Why not just wait?
I'll watch them eventually.
I literally say that all the time. So true. Okay, so Grammy Award-winning rapper, here's another celebrity in the news. Cardi B tweeted over the weekend that she's interested in being a politician and that she'd share more details soon. Cardi B said if she went back to school and focused, she could be a part of Congress. She said she has ideas that make sense. And this isn't the first time the rapper has shown an interest in politics either. Over the summer, she partnered with Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders. They made a campaign video in which she asked him questions submitted by her fans. Those topics range from dreamers to police brutality to wages. So I guess she's dipped her toe in the water a little bit, and she feels like she's ready to just jump right in. Interesting take. I don't know.
Well, you know what today is, in case you didn't know, it's National Rubber Ducky Day. So we have ours.
Yay!
Mine doesn't really make any sound.
We have
there
our,
it is.
Mine is plastic, so it doesn't make any
Thanks
noise.
to Chris for providing that. Catherine gave me this one. So happy National Rubber Duck Day. All right, well, it is one of the world's most beloved